Guys, I am so giddy today. This is a topic, oh man, when I heard this news, I was so happy. Oh, I'm so giddy. I hope you guys know. If you've watched me for a while, you'll know that there is one individual I don't cover that often, and it's because I really just hate him so much, and I can't stand his face, I can't stand his way of speaking, his accent, the way he talks, and I cannot stand how, despite all these things, he is enormously popular. That is Russel Brand. For a little backstory, this guy's origins come from the world of radio and comedy. He used to be a stand-up comedian and radio shock jock talk guy, and then he eventually graduated to Hollywood and started dating Katy Perry. They ended up breaking up, or I think was married to Katy Perry. They ended up breaking up and outright divorcing, and after all of that, Russel Brand started a YouTube channel. I think he's also on Rumble and Twitter and all that. And since getting started on there, he has exploded in popularity, which wouldn't be a very big problem if it wasn't for the fact that he is a right-wing conspiracy theorist nut job. And I mean crazy. And despite all that, he pulls immense viewership. In fact, let's take a look at... actually, he doesn't pull as immense viewership as he used to. He used to be like a multi-million view Andy on every video. Damn, he fell off. Fuck, holy shit. Okay, well, never mind on the whole he's massive thing. He's already fallen off. But his content is... it's pretty garbage. UK police raid home over WhatsApp group messages. Are the left losing Bill Maher? Donald Trump just shocked everybody with this move. Yeah, he did shock everybody with that move, actually. Everyone is quite shocked right now. Let's talk about Kanye. The moment Joe Rogan learns what's really in vaccines for babies. For democracy. Can someone please explain this to me? People are shocked as Bill Burr goes after Elon Musk on The View. Bill Maher exposes COVID lab leak lies live on air. The truth about Bill Gates' dirty money disguised as aid. He's a threat to the system. Let's talk about Snow White. Why is no one talking about this? Grammy-winning rapper Lecrae on the insanity of DEI. They can't hide this any longer, and it's a picture of Russel Brand with a baby crying with 6 vaccine needles sticking out of its arm. That's how he talks. I can't stop with the impression. It's so fun to do. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, his content is garbage, and he's a garbage human being. And unsurprisingly, he's a predator, allegedly, according to the charges he is now facing. You see, actor Russel Brand is facing charges of rape and sexual assault. And I am not even the slightest bit surprised or shocked, though I am very giddy about the news to hear that he is getting criminal charges. It won't surprise you, he denies them. He says they're all a lie, and it's the Matrix trying to shut him down. He's using the Andrew Tate method of denying these charges. I don't even know what the charges are in particular, so let's find out. What's going on here? What are the allegations? I've been praying on this guy's downfall for a while. He really does deserve it.
Comedian, musician Russel Brand is now an accused rapist. The star charged by UK police with rape and sexual assault, and he's not staying quiet.
I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile, but what I never was a rapist.
Why do these people keep telling on themselves? No one is going to believe that a drug-addled sex addict who has been accused of rape is not guilty. Like, stop telling on yourself, bro. Like, Tate did this too. He was so fucked if Trump didn't save him, because he literally would just brag about the crimes he's committed. Like, serious crimes. Calling what you don't like is part of the Matrix. Calling what you don't like is part of the Matrix is falling off. Yeah, I know what you mean. If I remember correctly, this isn't the first time he's been accused of being a predator. It is not. This is the first time there has been criminal charges, though. Before, it was just allegations. Now he's facing criminal charges.
His response to the criminal charges and the allegations being
There you
made
go.
by 4 separate women, according to police. We'll dive into what we know and what he has to say about it. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Russell Brand is known for being loud and outspoken and controversial, and he
Retarded.
has faced accusations of
Dumb.
sexual misconduct in the British media
Cringe.
for years. Now
Annoying.
he's going to face them in court. These are the charges the 50-year-old performer is facing, according to Metropolitan Police in the United Kingdom. 1 count of rape, 1 count of indecent assault, 1 count of oral rape, and 2 counts of sexual assault. Police say these charges are related to events.
That's specific. There's a story behind those charges because that's very specific.
That happened between 1999 and 2005. We'll get into what we know about these accusations in just a moment, but first let's break down what we know about Russell Brand. He rose to fame in the early 2000s in the UK as a comedian, then went on to host TV shows.
What do you mean? I already
and
gave the
worked on
backstory.
TV. Eventually, his popularity landed him roles in some big movies in the United States. You might remember Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That was in 2008. It was a huge success. It grossed more than $63 million at U.S. box offices. In 2010, he was in another hit movie, Get Him to the Greek. It's another comedy. His co-host in that film, Sean Diddy Combs, which, given today's news and Diddy's legal troubles,
That's crazy. No way. They didn't even have to bring that up. They didn't even have to bring that up, and they did anyway, just cause. Just to lay it on thick, they brought that up. That's great. Yeah, he starred in a movie once with Diddy, which isn't really relevant to any of this, and isn't an indictment on his character. It's just a nice little thing to throw in there to build that connection in people's minds. Like, damn, they're going after him at the throat right now. They're like, oh, and he worked with Diddy, just saying.
that movie certainly has people talking. Brand also famously married singer Katy Perry in 2010. They divorced in late 2011.
That's crazy.
When Brand reportedly sent Perry a text message telling her he wanted to end their marriage. And that was just before she was...
Yeah, he broke up with her and by text. That's kind of crazy that this fucking loser broke up with Katy Perry, and not only that, but by text. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that's a massive asshole move, but that's also, like, kind of a huge, like Sigma move, kind of. I hate to admit it. Like, being in a relationship with someone that famous... Like, Russell Brand was famous too, but not as famous as her. Nowhere close. And you're just like, yeah, I'm divorcing you. Also over text. Bye. Like, massive shithead energy, but also there's a certain level of aura to that amount of, like, audacity, That's almost enough to respect. Not enough, but almost enough to respect. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, the fact that he, despite not being in a position where he should be able to make moves like that, he made that move and didn't give a fuck. That's kind of crazy. He's also a rapist, so fuck him, but allegedly. I don't want him to sue me. People are suing YouTubers all over the place right now, so I'm not trying to get got.
Set to go out and perform in front of a large crowd. Over the years, Brand has spoke out about his faith and his politics, but his positions on those issues have changed. In 2012, he once appeared with the Dalai Lama. Over the pandemic, Brand's politics turned more anti-vaccine, and he's now a vocal supporter of President Trump. In 2024, he was baptized.
He's wearing the little thing because Trump got shot in the ear. He's wearing the little thing, the ear bandage.
As a Christian. I bring all of this up not to have some sort of political discussion, but because it will make sense when you hear his response to the allegations that police have leveled this week. Let's talk about those allegations and the charges that Brand is now facing. The Metro Police say these charges are a result of an investigation that started in September 2023. Police say they received a number of allegations against Brand in the wake of reporting by UK media outlets Channel 4.
Okay, yeah, look at the way this guy smiles. Listen, just saying, all right? I'm just saying. I can see way too deep into his mouth, okay? The dentist could do a fair amount of teeth cleaning right now, just off of what he's showing right now. Like, he wouldn't even have to open his mouth. He just has to smile like that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. No wonder he grew out the beard. It helps to distract from what he's got going on there. Good Lord. Just do a closed mouth smile, man.
In the Sunday Times, who aired allegations of sexual abuse against Brand from a number of accusers in the documentary. The charges that we're talking about today, according to police, are from an incident in 1999 when a woman was allegedly raped in the south of England.
Holy shit.
In 2001, when a woman was allegedly indecently assaulted in London, in 2004, when a woman was allegedly orally raped and sexually assaulted in London, and between 2004 and 2005, when a woman was allegedly sexually assaulted once again in London. And police say these are incidents from 4 separate women. The lead investigator.
Damn. Oh. It's real hard. It's real hard to live down something like that. That's rough, bro. That's hard to try and claim innocence for. 4 separate women, 4 separate cases, widely separated in terms of time. That's crazy, dude. That's a hard wave of allegations. Damn, dude. He might be cooked. I hope he's done. Please tell me he's cooked. Please. Imagine Trump, like, finds a way to, like, extradite him to America despite him not being American. He's just like, sorry, Britain, we'll nuke you if you don't send Russell Brand over here. He's gonna live in the White House now, and he's gonna make exclusively pro-Trump content. That's how it's gonna go. That's just how it is. Stay mad. Stay mad. I don't care. I don't care. Like, just imagine he does that. Donald Trump puts him and the Tate brothers in the same house to bring back MTV. Yeah, they could make it a reality show, like Tate and Russell Brand, like, locked in, like, a little studio apartment together. I watch it every night. It's so funny. It is the Brandon Tate Show. It's so goddamn funny. It's the best thing since Fish Tank Live. I tune in every night after Fox and Friends. I can't really do the Trump impression all that well, but I feel like the essence gets across, you know?
Investigator in the case from the Metro Police wrote, quote, the women who have made reports continue to receive support from specially trained officers. The Met's investigation remains open, and detectives ask anyone who has been affected by this case or anyone who has information to come forward and speak with police. Now, as for Brand, he was quick to respond on his social media channels.
Hello. Firstly, thank you for these incredible and overwhelming messages of support. We're very fortunate in a way to live in a time...
Wait, is he Australian and not British? Was I doing, like, a really British accent for all that, and he's just Australian? He's got, like, a Melbourne accent, right? It's not quite fully the Australian, but it sounds a little British, but it's mostly no, he's a Brit. Okay, no, he is British. Okay, I thought he was a Melbourne. I don't know my Aussie accents and my British accents well enough. Then I need to go to Britbonger land, dude. I need to go there. I need to get all up in the UK. I need to be all up in that place, talking to people. Why does he look like he's perpetually coated in grease? I feel like he's one of those dudes who refuses to shower or use shampoo or conditioner. You know what I mean? I feel like he's just kind of trying to be a wild man. He probably doesn't believe in wiping either, you know? He has a Cockney accent. Hello, everybody. I've been accused of rape again. I promise you guys it's not true. Vote for Trump, all that good stuff, and donate to me. Buy my coffee, or whatever the fuck I sell. Probably guessing that's what the video is going to be.
Where there's so little trust in the British government.
So little trust.
This is happening at a time where we know that the...
Wait, no, I was doing a perfect impression of him. So little trust in the American government right now.
Has become
or the British government right now. I forgot anywhere other than America existed for a second. My bad.
Kind of weapon to be used against people, institutions, and sometimes entire nations that will not accept and tolerate levels of corruption that are unprecedented. I'm speaking particularly to those of you that are watching this in the UK. How do you feel about your legal system right now? How do you feel about some of the high-profile cases that are not being pursued and prosecuted? How do you feel that the Southport murders were handled? How do you feel about the government of Keir Starmer? Now, that's just sort of general context. I've always told you guys that when I was young and single...
Look how much he's desperate to deflect and distract from the fact that he has several criminal charges of sexual assault and rape against him right now that he is actively charged with and has to fight in court. Like, he's trying so hard to distract. He's taking the Andrew Tate route.
Before I had my wife and family, who were just outshot over there, my beautiful children, I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord.
We're the party of law and order until we're the ones getting arrested for all of our various crimes, in which case it's lawfare, and we can't trust the government anymore. The police are in the pockets of the oppressors, and no more law and order. Like, it's like every time a unarmed black guy gets shot 14 times in the back of the head or something, it's like law and order, and then whenever it's like them going to prison for crimes they committed, we just can't trust the government anymore. It's so corrupt. You can decide whether or not that was an impression of Tate or Russell Brand. It's up to you.
I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile, but what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes. I want to thank all of you.
No way did he just say that, dude. Dude, when I look in your eyes, I see rape, okay? Do not tell me to look in your eyes to try and convince me you're innocent, all right? I do not see innocence in your eyes, nor do I see it in your teeth, bro. Your smile is like, if I were to draw a like, evil rapist character in a comic book, he would have that smile. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just super saying.
We'll be on Rumble on Monday. Thanks for your support there. And, of course, I'm now going to have the opportunity to defend these charges in court, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. In the meantime, you lot, stay free, and we will be continuing to discuss this matter.
Stay free.
So you hear Brand leading with what he's known for now, as someone who's very much into his politics, very much into his faith, before he gets to the allegations and the charges, to which he says he denies. You also heard him talking about his children. Seemed like he was on vacation somewhere. After he divorced Katy Perry, he married an author named Laura Gallagher, who now goes by Laura Brand. They got married in 2017, and they have 3 kids together. As far as where this case is expected to go next in the legal system, police say Russell Brand is set to appear in court on May 2nd. Joining us now from London is criminal solicitor Nick Brett. Thank you for taking the time.
I'm not interested in this part of the video. I was more curious in the allegations and the main gist of it, because now I've got to give my commentary. I really hate Russell Brand. I can't emphasize it enough. I don't even cover him all that often, despite his content being very low-hanging fruit in terms of easy-to-debunk stupid arguments, because his face and his voice just piss me off so much. I have to do impressions of him and joke around to keep myself from getting too triggered. He's one of the most blatant grifters I've ever seen. Knowing that he's got the background in Hollywood and radio, he's very media trained, and he knows how to chase clout. And in the world of the internet, he's done it remarkably well, and he blew up massively until these allegations hit, in which case he's fallen off hard. He was pulling millions of views per video. Now it's a couple 100,000 at best. It's actually kind of a crazy fall off, I'm not going to lie. And I've been praying on his downfall for a while, so, you know, I'm pretty happy about it. And if you're wondering why, it's because he is a grifter entirely dedicated to producing clip content meant to go viral on Facebook and make your mom, your grandma, your aunt into like an anti-vaxxer or a flat earther. Like, his content is bait for uploading clips on Facebook to radicalize people. And he makes his money off of gullible, stupid, older people on those older forms of social media. And it is such a shameless and, in my opinion, despicable grift that I think he's had this coming for a while. And I am so glad that he's now having to face criminal charges. So bad, in fact, that they have harmed his online presence so severely. And now you even have Katy Perry calling him out, from what I've heard. One of the women went to a rape treatment center the day after, and that same day he sent texts calling what he did crazy and selfish. Ooh. So he's got texts basically admitting to the crime. Ooh, man, that's going to be tough for him in court. That's going to be real tough for him in court. I don't think that's going to go over well for him. We'll have to wait and see, though. I am very, very excited to see how this situation develops in the future. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this segment, if you found it entertaining, educational, and or enjoyable in any way, then please consider leaving a like and a comment on the stream. It really does help a lot, or the video as well if you're watching after the fact. Every single like and comment is like an electric zap to the algorithm that forces it to push my stuff out to more new people who haven't seen it before, and my own subscribers, because YouTube doesn't tell everybody unless a video does well. So please consider it. It really means a lot. And of course, if you want to see more from me in the future, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon so YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload new videos. And if you want to see more from me on other platforms, you can follow my social medias linked down below in the description, particularly my fan Discord, where I host gaming events, call-in streams, and watch parties, and movie nights every week. And on top of that, you should consider, if you have the money for it and you feel like it, supporting me directly, financially, helping me keep the lights on, the roof above my head here at the Xander Hall studio by donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or you can support me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Patreon, or you can buy some custom Xander Hall merch through the Streamlabs link down below in the description. Regardless of how you support me though, thank you all so much for watching, as always, and I hope you have a good one.